This is Chris. I'm stuck in the elevator. There's been a crime afoot.
Você es la raza.
Ma'am, what's your job duty? Man, this lady just locked us inside of a vault.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Frauditor Roundup with Sheriff White, a moron. Help my channel continue to shrink by watching my videos, sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. No offering memberships. Turn on that notification bell. Turn on all the notifications. Take that there like button, like it, dislike it. Take it on a road trip across the country. But right before you take off, have a big meal of beans, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, and lock them windows and turn that heater on all the way up. Today I'm looking at a new channel run by this odd-looking sort. Goes by the name Ludwig Penn. Channel name is Now Cali. Now, I first stumbled across this earlier this week. He made my blood boil, like most frauditors do. So it looks like this dimwit got 2 videos taken down by privacy strikes. Now, why do I say that? So this first video I'm going to do, I came across earlier this week. He was harassing a lady outside the Fox Community Credit Union in Wisconsin. Because frauditors love that little trick. They love to plant their camera right outside a bank, a jewelry store, or some other place that's got security concerns. So, of course, the bank manager came out, asked him to leave, and even said she don't want to be on his video. He ignored her. The police came. They didn't do anything because he's on the sidewalk. Now, keep this in mind. This is a little loophole that frauditors have figured out. While it may not be illegal to film somebody in public, it is prohibited by the YouTube terms of service. If you're a monetized channel and you want to put somebody in your video, you got to get their consent. It's part of the terms of service. There's no getting around that unless the people are uninformed, which they normally are. Now, I did see in the comments section of the first video at Fox Community Credit Union that someone was going to report him to the bank so they can get his video taken down. And I went back a couple days later, video's gone. But it was replaced by another video at another Fox Community Credit Union, which he said was a revisit. And lo and behold, that's gone today too. So congratulations, whoever's out there passing that info along. Another win for the good guys. Let's watch this one, and let's round this up, this frauditor.
What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. This is Phil, newsnowcalifornia@gmail.com. Reach out for that information package, guys, on how when you get arrested for filming illegally, when you're actually legally filming, you sue the cops and make such big money that you don't know what to do with it, but you put it into a residual income asset earner, and then you'll know what to do with it. Guys, reach out to me. You see how I'm living? Boats, jets. Planets, asphalt driveways, you name it, I own it, guys. Rivers, tributaries.
Pube lice. Yeah, did this guy just say planets? What the hell's wrong with this guy? Look, you make so much money that you go out on YouTube making an extra, $12 to $200 a month? Yeah, I smell a scam.
I just ordered a steak last night. It's being airdropped to me because I've got so much money I don't know what to do with it. It's coming from Kenya. It's a water buffalo steak, guys, and it is supposed to be tasty as F. That's the new trend I'm setting, water buffalo steaks, and you can get into the water buffalo steaks residual income game, guys. Reach out to me for the information package.
Yeah, look, I know Kenya's known for their rigorous, careful meat inspection, but I'm not sure I want to go into the Kenyan meat market with a second-rate Ron Popeil and be part of causing the next pandemic.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. No, not really.
Is there a reason why you're videoing the building?
Yeah.
Okay, for security reasons, we're going to ask you not to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do that. You can ask me.
Are you not going to turn off your camera?
Well, I'm in public. Are you
Can you tell me why you're recording the building?
Well, I can't go into too much detail, and I prefer not to.
Okay, because we prefer you not to videotape our building.
What, like that?
Right, because you might be researching where our cameras and that type of thing is. It's a security issue for us. So we're asking you not to do it. And if you're not going to listen to my request, then I'll call the police. They can be involved with this as well.
Okay, well, I really can't go into detail with you, so if you have to call the police.
Okay, yep, I'm going to call them because we've asked you to stop taking video of our building.
Right, okay, well, okay, I'll be right here doing this, I guess, until the police come.
Yeah, originality is not a Frauditor trait. This guy must have just seen the recent James Freeman video where he was told not to point his camera somewhere, and he immediately pointed it where he was told not to. Let's watch in case you didn't see it.
Well, I can't have you filming in with sensitive area inside my dispatch room.
Like that? Or?
Yeah, exactly like that.
I seriously don't know how these guys have so many followers. That was an obvious a-hole move. Understand if you're trying to stand up for someone who's an activist, but when it's clear that the guy's just an a-hole, what are y'all doing?
Okay. And I appreciate if you would not videotape me as well. I'm not giving you authority to videotape me.
But you're on a public sidewalk.
It doesn't mean you can record me.
It doesn't? It doesn't.
It's a very good time for us to get the police involved.
Do you mean I can't record you, you said?
That's what I'm saying.
Because we're on a public sidewalk?
You don't have the authority to record me.
Authority?
Correct. I'm telling you that you cannot record me.
On this sidewalk, I can't,
Okay,
huh?
I'm not having this
Okay. You don't want to have the conversation? I didn't know I can't record you. I thought I could record you on a public sidewalk. If I'm confused,
You can have that conversation with the police.
well, I'm having it with you. You told me I can't.
Because I'm done talking to you at this point.
But why would you be done? You already told me I can't record you on a public sidewalk, and I'm saying I didn't know that.
You hear that, YouTube? Somebody obviously didn't read the terms of service when they signed up for you.
And now you don't want to talk to me about it. I don't understand that, ma'am. I'm just out here with a purpose that I don't want to disclose to you. And now you're going to call men with guns. What do you think they'll do to me?
Well, unfortunately, they're probably not going to do what you're insinuating they would do. And why do you keep asking her why she has a problem with you filming her in public? I just got one thing to say to that. Bitch, please! Today's Frauditor Roundup Bitch Please is brought to you by DDT. Folks, you tired of losing your crops to pests? Well, just spray it down with layers and layers of DDT. It's also got that spark that'll give you that third arm you've always wanted. It also takes care of those pesky neighbors' kids that are always getting into your yard. DDT. Compromise elsewhere. So you think you got every right to film this lady without her permission? Bitch, please! It might be okay by law enforcement standards to film people in public, but it ain't okay to post their image to YouTube if you're making a profit off it. You got to get their consent. Remember agreeing to those terms of service? Maybe that's why your two Fox Community Credit Union videos are kaput. Bitch, please.
Yep, the police are on their way.
Good. He's just an asshole.
He's about 5 foot. He's got a flannel. He's got a Cabela's cap and jeans. Gray and black.
So the guy that just walked by a minute ago was a guy in that truck. And he just drove away. One of these days, these frauditors are going to find the wrong person who may not drive away, may decide to do something else.
Okay, everybody, here we wait for the police to show up. This will be a interesting scenario here. As this lady said, and I made her clarify that I can't record from a public sidewalk. The building or her, because I don't want to tell her why I'm here, so she's calling the cops. I'll call the cops.
Well, I guess I'll be calling my boss and seeing how she wants me to respond to you. But again, I've asked you politely several times to stop videotaping our building. Can you share with us why you're recording us?
As I told you earlier, ma'am, I was very cordial and told you I can't disclose that to you.
I don't understand. Why? Who are you working for? Why are you taking video?
Well, who are you?
My name is I'm the manager of this building, and I'm here to protect the privacy of our members, so I've asked you to stop.
Uh-huh. And as I've explained, you said it's...
My name is...
Yeah, as I explained, when you came out, I told you I can't tell you why I'm here, and you didn't like that, and then you didn't like it that I was filming you, and you told me I can't film you. Yep. And I told you, but you're in a public sidewalk, and I can't do that.
You this permission to film me.
And I told you, but you're in public, though. You're in public. If I was doing something illegal, the cop here, Officer Carlson, would do something. He's already explained it.
Well, that guy's just the city police. The YouTube police, they've spoken up now.
Why don't you turn around, call your boss, get some tissue, and leave me alone?
How long do you anticipate being here?
I might be here all day, Tricia. Just leave me alone.
What is your name, sir?
My name is
Ludwig Penn, professional fart eater.
It's none of your business.
It's not going to get any better. So
Right, not going to get better. Tricia. Just go away, get some tissue, and leave me alone.
let him record. If he's on the sidewalk, he's doing
Thank you.
his First Amendment right.
Listen to the officer.
He's in a public space. If he wants to record this, in a sense, if I want to put a camera here and record this, it is what it is. You know, I mean, there's nothing I can
Yeah.
do.
Call your boss, who's going to override Officer Carlson.
Comes out to the property, it's something different than we can enforce.
Call your boss, Tricia, and see that she knows the chief of police and say Officer Carlson didn't do his job.
All right?
Yeah, you're going to do that.
This is not going to make it any better for you.
Nope.
Okay?
Listen to him. He's a smart
I'll be watching you
officer.
if you go
Adios.
anywhere.
Adios. Thank you, officer.
So
So listen, you don't have to tell me anything. I'll tell you why I'm here and why I couldn't disclose it to her. I don't want her in earshots.
Look, you think you heard crazy? You ain't heard nothing yet. Take a seat for this story.
Because I hate when I take these assignments. I hate it. My cover is always busted, right? Obviously, people are going to come out, but I hate it. You know, sure. I hate it because I'm out here on assignment and I can't disclose to her why. And I'm glad I'm going to explain it to you now because it's after the fact. And I explained it earlier to you, the story ahead. You'd have that to go in there, and then my whole story is exposed. So I'll tell you why I'm here. Sure. And Okay, I work for a very, very rich person who lives in France. He has a lot of women throughout the world, and he hires me. Look at how I'm dressed. I look like, you know, maybe you'd buy me a sandwich. I like to look incognito, and he wants me to check up on certain people that he is having relations with to make sure they're not cheating on him.
They're a private investigator type thing?
Yeah, he's a private dick in public.
I'm a public investigator for a very rich client that lives in France. He hires me. Today it's Green Bay. Tomorrow it could be Monaco. I don't know. I take the assignment and I just come out. So that's why I didn't want to tell her, because I don't want her to know that somebody's having an affair.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
That's the whole reason I don't want to tell. I was more than polite with her. I said, I can't tell you the reason why. Just for that. Then she's going to go in there and say, oh my God, who's having an affair? And they just talk about it. I'm trying to keep it private.
Yeah, because we know the perfect place for a mistress of an international playboy to have an affair is in the window of a Green Bay credit union.
So I'm glad the way you handled it. You're very well versed, Officer Carlson, in how you de-escalated it. She just kept hyping it up, and I got to the point I had to tell her, you know, what does she think? She's calling her boss who's going to override you. You know, I'm telling her maybe her boss knows the chief of police and Carlson should arrest me. She's an idiot. Okay? Anyways, appreciate you understanding why I'm here, you know, and I hate it. Every time I take these assignments, this is not the first bank I've come to, because of a lot of these women that he's having sex with and these relationships throughout the world, for some reason, they're always working at banks. It's crazy, bro.
Crazy, you say? I guess you just hit the nail on the head. That seems to be the appropriate word for you. Well, I can tell by that sundial it's time to say goodnight. Put a little beans on the fire. Little Pabst Blue Ribbon on ice. And as always, cuddle up with a clean shirt and a dirty woman. Anyway, good night. I bid you adieu.